Alright, I guess we're doing this. I am Live the Truth, and today I'm going to be reacting to the One Piece manga chapter 1145. Last couple of chapters I ended up missing because I was having camera issues, and it was my birthday the week before as well, so I couldn't really post or react to those chapters. I did end up reading them and keeping up to date and whatnot. We ended up finding out, because where I initially left off, Loki had just stood up and lit the tree on fire and threatened to do worse if they didn't let him out further. But we actually ended up finding out that the kids, when they're walking, because Saul tried to save them, tried to grab them, they have these pointy thorns coming out of them. I guess they're invisible thorns, since they didn't see them initially or something, but they got invisible thorns pointing out at the kids as they're walking around, as some sort of net around them. And we find out this is because one of the holy knights, Saint Summers I believe, has the ability of the thorn fruit. So I guess he can conjure up thorns anywhere and even make them invisible or intent, I guess, somehow. But he's the reason that the thorns are going around the kids and to keep them on track. And the other holy knight, the one that looks like a horse dragon thing, is a mythical dragon fruit, some sort of mythical zone, and it has the ability to not only put people to sleep, but turn whatever they're dreaming at that moment into reality and bring it into reality, which is how he had the kids' nightmares come into reality, turn them to sleep, which is why they're asleep, and then make their nightmares real to cause mayhem and carnage and whatnot. And of course, we know Gonko of the Third Holy Knights is guiding them with the era fruit. We don't see the Shamrock, the look-alike, at all during these couple of chapters. So I assume that he is gone and left because they said they needed him back for whatever reason. It's just these three Holy Knights, and they're well aware that the Strawhats are on the land, on Elbaf. They're trying to guide the kids through the fire that's going on the island, and even if the kids end up dying or getting hurt, they're just going to get more kids, so they don't really care who they lose, which is why they're going such a straightforward path to get to the ocean, to get to where, I guess, where their ships are at. But while they're executing their plan, we see that the whole of Elbaf is being now notified of all of what's going on. They're being told of a fire in one part of it. Nami has came and told the old head, the old man, the elder, about the intruder, the Shanks lookalike, and the Holy Knights being on the island. Everyone is finding this out. There's been a call sent out about the students being kidnapped. Everything is basically going as wrong as it possibly could be at this current moment, and Elbaf is spreading that information. Heck, Frankie is still on his tour with one of the elder giants, one of the old lady giants. Well, she's kind of young, but Yasan's wife, and they ran across Lilith and Bonnie at this giant old science lab for the giants. And while they just so happen to ran into them, there's some nightmares in the area and her attacking, so now they're gonna have to deal with that as well. But back to Luffy and Loki and Hadruden, who end up just showing up with his people. Loki still threatens them that he's gonna do worse if they don't set him free. However, he's big bluffing because he's hurt badly, and that was all he could muster with that one attack, so he basically kills over it. Luffy tells or asks Hadruden to save him. They start to save him, but Hadruden seems to second guess that, or has second guesses for it, as he starts to remember his past with his brother, and he apparently did not like him. So he's about to take him and hurt him. Also, Loki has actual horns on him from the ancient giant race, just like their father. But Loki takes the action about to hurt him, and not Loki, but Hadruden's about to hurt Loki. Loki wakes up and says, "Are you really going to tell me you believe the fact of the story that they're telling? Well, not fact, but the story they're telling of me killing our dad?" Almost implying that he didn't kill the father. So in typical One Piece fashion, there's more layers to this, and we're going to obviously find that out while the mayhem is being dealt with. And I'm just looking forward to going back and seeing what he means by that, because we didn't really get much more information beyond that. And also in the cover art, apparently Yamato is still trying to get them back, the sword, and she ended up meeting Who's Who. I don't know if I brought that up, but that's kind of where we left off. I'm real interested to see where we're going from here in Elbaf, if the kids are going to be saved, if Luffy and them, or any of the Straw Hats, are going to meet the Holy Knights, and obviously what the heck Loki's talking about in regards to him not killing their father. So without further ado, One Piece chapter 1145. Let's get into it. Oh man, that is dope. They did say they were doing a cover art this week for the return of the One Piece anime, which I am obviously going to be reacting to as well. That is a dope. You have the Straw Hats actually looking at watching Luffy on Egghead Island. Zoro looks so passed out, but they got the timer on everything 11:15 p.m. Oh my goodness, that is so fire. I gotta clip that. I need that in the background. That is fire. Oh my goodness. Okay, One Piece chapter 1145, The Blaze in Branch 8's Forest, number 2. That's a pretty lengthy chapter title. Onicha Yamato and the Holy Nari Shrine Pilgrimage, volume 20. Pei is still alive. So, is that OT? Okay, so Yamato ended up saving OT and Page 1, who were held captive by Who's Who. I don't see Who's Who in the cover art, but she broke them out, and OT and Page 1 are good. I'm assuming they're going to, and she got the sword back. Nice. So I'm assuming they're now going to be rolling with Yamato and be Yamato's retainers, or the people rolling with her, which are just going to make Yamato, okay, she's doing her whole Odin thing. Her whole Odin people going to be strong AF, now that I think about it. Okay, let's go into the chapter, and what we have here, there's fighting in the realm of the dead too. Rar. And okay, that's a giant monster. I can't tell if that's a dinosaur or something. Here it comes, Nash. Yeah. What? Wait. Girl. Did he turn into a giant shield? Or did the shield get bigger? This is Haruden's people dealing with the monsters that they're facing in the realm of the dead. I know it is all over monsters, but didn't, what's his name, befriend most of them? Luffy or Loki? Okay, so Zoro is about to launch an attack with Sanji. It's rare when them two are double teaming. But yeah, they messed up that dinosaur monster. Zoro slashed it. Sanji kicked the mess out of it. Well, kicked the mess out of it first and into Zoro's slash. This thing looks edible. It's big, even by giant standards. Oh, Luffy still ain't eat yet. Yeah, Luffy is going to eat that one. Groggy Saurus is super tasty. They've got a thick layer of fat under the skin, so prep takes a while. But simmer it in booze, and it's fantastic. We didn't bring any alcohol though. The hunter's cabin is stocked with all the cooking tools we need. Let's grab some herbs on the way back. Never mind that. What is this thing? Is a devil fruit responsible? Oh yeah, the shield. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that thing worked. It came to life after my old man clashed with Big Mom. Big Mom. Oh, is that that's like a homie? So I guess a soul from Big Mom was put into it, kind of how like Zeus is a talking cloud, and it made it a living shield. That's crazy. Big Mom. So it's just like Zeus, huh? Yeah, Zeus, exactly. What? You know Zeus? He's a high-ranking homie. He's our navigator's lackey now. What? Yeah. God Knights? Question mark? Wait, who's finding out with the God Knights? That's right, they came here. Government officials? You're saying they did this to you? Oh, Loki's actually explaining it. He's giving the info about the God Knights showing up. You got it. All your rampaging overseas must have made you some enemies. Don't be stupid. I'd already be king of the world if I'd gone far enough to cross paths with guys like that. Huff. World government? Knight? Yeah, Luffy don't know. Luffy wouldn't be able to follow this even if he knew what a God Knight was. Hey. Huh? We got one. It's huge. Okay, so they were hunting for food while Loki, Hadruja, and Luffy were talking. Okay, so they had it just split up. Groggy sources are super nutritious. I took it down. Zoro was like, first one to say I took it down. It was incredible. You look like a head of broccoli sailing gloriously through the air. You look like a head of broccoli sailing gloriously through the air. Oh my God, Sanji just on it one. Did you collect the firewood? Yeah, it's right here. Good work out there. They already bickering. Yep. I knew Zoro was gonna say something back to that. Alright, it's ready. So good. So yeah, they cooked it. They cooked it pretty quickly too. The first serving wasn't meant for you. Okay. Alright. Alright, eat up, Loki. So Luffy's trying to feed Loki the meat. It's too hot. Take it easy, Luffy. You'll reopen his wounds. Moron, are you trying to kill me? He just put a hot piece of meat on his face and just told him to eat it. Wow, you're better already. Chow down. You won't heal if you don't eat. Go. It's hard to swallow. How am I meant to eat lying down? You sure I'll push you? Huff, huff. Oh no, he's choking. Pass me the soup. Give me a sec. Hot, 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 hot. It's clearly boiling. Stay away from. He's about to throw hot soup at me. Luffy picked it up while it's still hot and boiling and started running with it. He already put the hot meat on his face. He already put the cooked meat on his face and now he's about to just throw a whole boiling soup. Yeah, Luffy, stop, man. Oh my gosh. Now he's got even more burns. Get him the hell away from me. Luffy, cool. My bad. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to. You too, George. I should give him a thumbs up too for doing dirty like that. What did he do to piss off the giant so much? I bet his promise to Luffy was just a trick. Y'all can be civil, Zoro and Sanji. Y'all can be. Why is he eating the meat off his sword? Did he have to cut? Did he have to do it like that? Red hair's whereabouts, huh? I'm afraid I wasn't lying about that. Is that so? You gonna spit it out then? The deal was that you'd free me from these chains first. Okay, so Luffy's asking him to tell him where Red Hair Shanks is. He's like, I wasn't lying. I know what. I'll tell you, but you gotta let me go fully, man. You really want to see Red Hair that bad, huh? Well, I guess I understand. That's what happens when you look up to a pirate in your youth. Harun got a face on him. You know the feeling, huh? Oh, Luffy's like, you know the feeling, huh? Yeah, I do. You regret that you were a kid. You regret that you were just a kid. Take me with you. Okay, so we see Loki flashing back to when he was young. It's still wild to believe he had his eyes covered when he was a kid too. Take me with you. I didn't come all this way to take in a brat like you. Don't make me repeat myself. Then I challenge you. What? You seriously pulled a blade on a kid? Shut it, Newgate. Shut it, Newgate? That's whoa, 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 whoa. They were silhouetted so I almost couldn't tell. That's Rocks. Wait. Did Loki try to join the Rocks crew? And then they got put down by Rocks. But did he try to join the Rocks crew? Shut it, Newgate. I was born in the wrong era. So the same way Luffy tried to join Shanks because he admired Shanks, Loki tried to join Rocks? If I'm to believe that silhouette is Rocks, it looks like it got the Rocks hair. He got Newgate Whitebeard with him. These Draugrs move like trained warriors. Gabba gabba gabba. There's plenty of ghosts to now childish. How childish? Oh yeah, Dorian Bargy did pull up with Yasan too. I wonder what they're gonna do. That is right. They did pull up. Round them up. And yeah, okay, so yeah, they're taking on the monster. So hopefully they can deal with it. I mean, Dorian Bargy should be able to deal with it. Them bounties on their heads. Is that Loki? Oh yeah, one of the kids did have a nightmare. Loki. Leave him to me. Yasan. Oh. Is he about to split man in half with an axe? Rawr. Good thing these things are just how the kids imagined them. So they'd be tougher to beat if they were familiar with the real version, huh? That's the last thing we need. Dealt with him with ease. They're just mowing through these monsters. Just as I thought, there's more now. 3 of them. Voices that strange can't be suppressed. Voices that strange can't be suppressed. I can hear them. If Elbaf is no longer safe, the world really is ending. 3 voices. Is he talking about the Holy Knights? Is that that's not voice of all things, because that's being able to hear inanimate objects and things like that and animals. That's voice of all things. But I'm assuming when he says he can hear them and their thoughts and they're loud, I'm assuming it's like his observation hockey is a type that allows him to hear people's voices and presences from a distance. And I assume he's talking about the Holy Knights, because they're the strange. He lives on Elbaf. He would know 3 strange people. He knew the Straw Hats were there fairly easily when he pulled up on them. But yeah, if Elbaf is compromised, he's like, hey, the world really is in trouble. Elbaf would be a safe spot. The firefighting unit. Use the water from the sea clouds. Is that going to work? The flames are massive. So they're trying to do with the fire. I think that's the fire that Loki put on. Thank goodness you firefighters here. But you need to hurry. The kids are heading straight for the fire. Yeah, oh yeah. The Holy Knights don't care if they're just going to walk through the flames. We're using the highest water pressure the valve can handle. The kids are just walking. You gotta put it out. Y'all can do it. Put it out, I'm begging you. Look, Gonko, the kids are about to burn alive. Would that be enough to wake them up? They really don't care. Yes, they'll wake up from the heat, screaming for their parents in terror. Then the flames will burn them down to the bone. Man, ain't that just touching? That's wild. Sea cloud. What's going on here? Is something wrong, firefighters? It's not out yet. We're doing all we can. It ain't working. Kids, no. Saint Summers are laughing. I'm so mad he's taking so much pleasure in this. Yeah, they're about to step into the fire now. Current shoulder throw. That sounds like a Fishman technique. Is that Jimbe? Yeah, that should do it. Did I make it in time? So he threw water at the flames. I don't know if he took it out with just that alone, but he threw some water over it, which is nice. Over here, hop on. Right. That's our Jimbe. You gave me chills, and they're celebrating what he did. Oh yeah, some of the Straw Hats are teamed up with Yasan's giant kid to go and deal with the situation, try and help any way they can. And they got a little, well, it's a little giant's boat, which is still big to the Straw Hats. Wow. Giants are taking it back with what they just saw. The Blaze and Branch 8 Forest number 2 has been extinguished. Okay, so they actually took it out with a Jimbe shoulder. That was a lot of water he must have thrown to do that. Because the Giants were using a high pressurized valve to take water from the clouds and wasn't doing anything to that. But one Jimbe shoulder throw, and there we go. The children are alright. The kids just missed the flames, but they're still marching. A close call. I always had faith. Ooh. Good job, firefighters. Even though it wasn't firefighters. I mean, they helped. Here's to the Guardians of Elbaf. No, it wasn't us. Glad the Tykes are okay, though. Robin, just now, wasn't that Jimbe? He must be nearby. That was so cool, Jimbe. So freaking cool. Good one, Jimbe. It was nothing. Yeah, they bigging my man up. You know, the new Straw Hat got to put in that work. The guys at school may hate me, but I still consider them my friends. Oh, the little kid. Oh yeah, he's the only really warrior or wannabe warrior out of the kids, so he's kind of the odd one out. It'll be okay, Colin. We'll save them all. Yeah. Wait, what do we have here? So not all the children were in school. This one sure seems lively. Huh? Who's that? Did Gonko just run up on Colin and them on the Straw Hats? Finally, a direct confrontation. One Piece chapter 1145, break next week. And oh wow, Gonko just put up. I don't know what their plan was, because they obviously were okay with letting the kids burn. They're like, hey, they'll wake up, burn to death, crying for their parents, turn to ash. You know, it is what it is. And they didn't burn. They're still walking to where you needed them to go to, but now they're just gonna pull up on them. Like, hey, one of these kids weren't in the school. That's interesting. You pretty lively. I'm gonna deal with y'all myself. That makes me wonder: are the other two Holy Knights just gonna sit back and let Gonko go 1v 4 or 5? They got Jimbe, Brook, Nami, Usopp, some heavy hitters. I mean, I would hope Jimbe can box with a Holy Knight, and then back up from Nami with Zeus, Usopp, and Brook. I'm pretty sure they can deal with it. They can at least be able to protect Colin, but Gonko just gonna roll up on him and said, "Hey, let's deal with this." crazy work though. Crazy work. Yo, this chapter was pretty crazy. It looked like Dory and Broggy had dealt with most of the monsters. They're still dealing with more somehow, but because the kids are kids and they have only their imaginations, the monsters aren't that dangerous or threatening, at least for Dory, Broggy, and Yasan. So they're being able to deal with them and whatnot. Jimbe just helped put out the fire, so that's a problem now solved as well. Luffy, Loki, and Haruden, they're all civilized talking for right now. Luffy's trying to feed this man, literally trying to nurse him to help to get that info on Shanks. Apparently he's not lying on that. Apparently he has some info on Shanks, and Luffy's trying to get that while also trying to play mediator. Obviously, Sanji's trying to figure out why everyone hate men like this. Zoro being the skeptic. Hey, they probably hate him for a reason. We need to be on our toes. He's probably just trying to trick us. Everyone has their own opinion of Loki, and we're all just trying to figure out what's going on now. He ain't telling nothing about ain't bring up the whole "did you believe that lie" situation, so we still ain't getting no info on that. But at least Haruden's letting man live and letting him heal up. And hopefully we can actually get some info in the next chapter. We got a break next week, unfortunately, which is crazy right when I get my camera and everything working again. But I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad to come back on a chapter like this, because this was a crazy one. I enjoyed the heck out of this, and I can't wait to the next one. But I've been Live the Truth, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. I'm out.